I must say, when we're at school and we're testing the presidential fitness testing and sit and reach comes along, I get yelled at a lot. I get yelled at because the box is too far away or her fingers are longer than mine and all that kind of stuff. Well, guess what? You can train yourself to be more flexible. Here's gonna be a simple little activity that you can do just a couple minutes a day, a couple minutes every other day to make yourself more flexible. Join in. This is a simple, quick, and easy hamstring flexibility, whole body flexibility activity. So we're just gonna get started, okay? I'm gonna turn to my side just so you can see me. Just start by kind of warming up this hamstring area back here. So your butt and your hamstrings all kind of work together, and we're just gonna warm them up. Just up and down right here, just to get your body a little bit warmed up so we don't pull anything. But also, if your muscles are a little bit warmer, you can become a little bit more flexible. So sometimes before the sit and reach test, we say, go run a lap outside. Come back. It'll help out. Okay, so just up and down, up and down, up and down. Great. So now what we're gonna do, just with your feet about hip widths apart, just kind of lean forward and just hang. Maybe your hang is right here, and that's fine. Maybe your hang is all the way down to the ground. You're just hanging, whatever your level is. If this provides too much tension on your hamstrings because you're not flexible, you can lightly put your hands here, but don't take that tension. Take the pressure off where it might be causing you pain, but don't take the actual tension, because through that tension is where you end up getting a little bit longer. But if you're down here, if you can hang, even better. If you can crisscross your arms and just kind of hang here, even better. Okay, great. And stand up. Good. So now open your legs apart and just go down to one side. Just kind of warming up that back of the leg. Go to the other side. We're not spending too long on any of this, but if you come back day after day after day, I promise you it's going to give you some wonderful rewards. Okay, come back to the center. See where you can go with your legs open a little bit. And again, maybe you're here, maybe you need to take some of the tension off of your hamstrings. Okay, have a seat. So what we're gonna do here, lay on your back. So just lay down on your back. Bring one leg up. I have a jump rope here. You can use a piece of rope. You can use any kind of band you may have. You can use a scarf. If you need to, use your band and just kind of stretch yourself a little bit further. If you need to pull this leg up to increase this flexibility, you can. Optimally, you're going to want to put one knee down and the other one up, but that might be too much pressure for some people. So you just kind of hang here and hold. And just hold and try to get yourself a little bit deeper. Now let me show you what's easy to do. It's easy to bend this knee, and that doesn't end up stretching what we're trying to stretch. It is still a good stretch. Absolutely, it's still a good stretch, but that's not putting the focus on the hamstrings that we're working on here. Okay, so then you just pull. Again, you want it to be a little bit of a tension point, but not a pain point. There's a nice difference between the two. Okay, and just let yourself down, switch feet. If you don't have a rope, you can certainly do it without a rope. You can just pull here. I'm pretty flexible. I'm not the most flexible, so you go here. If you're pulling here though, you're inclining yourself to bend that knee again. Okay, so if you're not super flexible, especially if you're not super flexible, try to grab a rope or something that you can kind of pull yourself a little bit deeper into. Or just pulling here. Good job. Now I tell my students too, that when they're reading at night or something like that, just go and sit on the floor and put their backs up against the wall with their legs out straight. It might not be the most comfortable position to read, but just those few minutes a day can really train your legs and train those muscles to be a little bit longer. I'll show you what I mean. Okay? So sit up with me. So imagine, and just do this too. So sit with your legs out straight. Imagine there's a wall behind you. You just sit reading like this. And that just trains your legs to be a little bit longer. Now something that I really like to have them do too is to do this with their shoes on. With your shoes, there's a little bit of a lip back here, and you can really train those toes to go high up to the sky. Okay? If you don't have your shoes on, there's no lip making that foot go straight up, and over time you're not going to pay attention to keeping that straight up. So just sit here like this. For some people, this right here is a stretch in and of itself. My son's lower back is not very flexible, so he sits like this. And so I even tell him just to sit like this, just to push himself up a little bit. But just train yourself to be a little bit taller when you sit, and that'll really help with that elongation of those hamstrings as well. Now, as we're just sitting here, just lean forward. What is your sit and reach as we're just sitting here? See where your comfortable level is without bending those knees up. Now, I'm not training just for the sit and reach. Absolutely, we are training for the sit and reach. But why are we testing for the sit and reach? Hamstring strength and flexibility is super important to lifelong flexibility and stability and balance and all that wonderful stuff that helps you have good posture later on in life. And good posture leads to less lower back pain and less injury and all that kind of stuff. So these hamstrings are connected also to your back. So stretching these hamstrings is also stretching your back, making them stronger, which strengthens your entire core, and it's just this wonderful cycle of strength and stability that will help you for the rest of your life. So as we're sitting here, we're just increasing the flexibility in our legs and in our back, and that, I promise, will have lifelong benefits for your body. So come back on a regular basis, stretch out every day if you can, have fun, get a little bit more flexible, get a little bit stronger, and make today magical. Thanks for hanging out with me.